This is CES MMA.
Here is the Clean Care of New England main event, tail of the tape. Louis Felix fighting out of Cranston, Rhode Island. He is 10-7 with 3 knockouts. And Drew Fickett from Tucson, Arizona, the 7-time UFC vet, 42-20 with 3 knockouts and 31 submissions. Let's send it down to Rick Provost for the official introduction.
Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment Sports, in conjunction with Twin River Casino, is proud to present another classic main event for CES MMA. This event is sanctioned by the Rhode Island Department of Business Regulation, Division of Commercial Licensing and Racing and Athletics. Paul McGreevy, Director. Maria D'Alessandro, Deputy Director. Christina Tobias, Chief Licensing Examiner, Racing and Athletics. The judges, Patricia Avery, Sean Flanagan, Paul Asmar, and Michael Cordero. The physicians at cage side are Dr. Daniel Hochberger, Dr. Burhan Ye, Dr. David Carpentier. The referee at this bout is Kevin McDonald. CES MMA fans, tonight in our eye, CES MMA is alive at Twin River Casino. This is the Care of New England main event of the evening. We begin in the blue corner. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 155 pounds. This 7-time UFC veteran holds a professional record of 42 wins and 20 losses. 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout and 31 by submission. He comes out of Tucson, Arizona, representing Team Scrub Arizona Combat Academy. Please welcome Drew Knight Rider Fickett. And his opponent, he's fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 156 pounds. He has a professional record of 10 wins, 7 losses, 3 wins coming by way of knockout, and 5 submissions. He hails from Cranston, Rhode Island. He represents Team Rockstar and NAC. Please welcome Louis Rockstar Field. This fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division.
All right, guys, we went over the rules in the locker room. 3 rounds, unified rules of mixed martial arts. Any questions, Drew? Any questions, Louis? Touch gloves if you want. Come out swinging.
Here it is, the lightweight main event. Louis Felix, Drew Fickett.
What a great card tonight.
Once again, CES delivers.
Fickett takes the middle of the cage immediately.
Fickett in the red trunks with the checkered down the side. Felix in the white and blue. And again, Scott, no stage too big for Louis Felix. He's always stepped up and fought his best against the toughest opponents.
Yeah, you know, he needs that push. He needs to know that there's a lot on the line, and I think that brings him to his highest level.
And certainly when he hears people say that this particular fighter is better than him or he is overmatched in this fight, that definitely gives him that extra motivation to go out there and prove everyone wrong. And so far, in those big fights, he's done just that.
I understand where that comes from.
Fickett trying to establish that jab early on.
Even if it just turns Louis to his right hand. Again, we have the southpaw orthodox fighter going on. And Drew, so much the veteran. He throws a left hook knowing he's not going to land it, but it's going to move Louis into his right hand, and there's the straight right hand. So even by throwing the jab and not landing, even by being short with it, even by throwing the hook and not having it land flush, he's moving Louis into his right hand, and that's what he wants to do.
Now, Felix is known for his wrestling, Scott, but he's worked on his boxing through the years. He finally has a boxing coach. It's now to the point where he almost works on his stand-up more so than the wrestling, and actually would like to keep the fight at stand-up, where that wasn't always the case in the past.
Well, you know, if that's what Louis's main interest is, then I say do it. It's one of those things when you have a good harness on something, you should be looking to go to your weaknesses and strengthen those. And I think that's what Louis is trying to become, is a very solid all-around fighter. And I think he's well on his way. Nice straight left hand by Lewis. Nice counter by Felix there.
Nice job by Lewis Felix to counter that.
That kick snuck in. You can see how Lewis lowered his left hand a little bit. That body kick by Fickett snuck in. Now that's going to be what you see for most of the night, is those unorthodox misses when you have a southpaw. You heard the knock when he kicked him in that cover. It's like someone knocking on your front door right there.
That's not the kind of visit you want.
Although we should see it again, I mean, just to be sure and on the safe side.
I think we all know what happened, Scott. Hate to spoil the party for you. Felix will get an opportunity to.
You know that birthday card you were asking for?
There it is.
I love you, Fight Stream. Oh!
All right, action resumes in round number 1, just under 3 minutes. About 2:15 to go. Fickett, Felix in the lightweight main event here at CES MMA 22. I am Mike Parenti, of course, joined by my broadcast partner, Scott Ream.
Loving this tonight, my friend.
Another action-packed card. We just saw John Johnson take home the CES MMA Heavyweight Championship.
First heavyweight title ever.
Nice right hand by Felix. Working the angles real well here, Scott, early on.
Yeah, both fighters out, to tell you the truth. Nice counter by Felix. Now that's one nice straight right hand by Felix. That's one thing that Felix does very, very well is switch his stance. Drew looked for the takedown there, and Lewis did a great job of stuffing that takedown and now making Drew pay for it.
Just driving those knees into the body. Felix incredibly aggressive. As Fickett has his back to the cage, now he distanced himself a bit. Fight goes back toward the center. 1:14 to go in round number 1, scheduled 3.
Rear leg kick landed, but that was mostly foot. That's why you heard the slap and not the thud. Nice teep there by Lewis, and Fickett counters with that. Fickett's really throwing that rear leg to the head. There must be something he sees. Maybe he thinks Lewis's guard is a little low.
You're right, he's gone to that well a number of times in round 1.
Overhand right by Lewis. The first one landed, the second one missed. Fickett immediately clinches and Lewis goes to knees.
And the minute he has had Fickett against that cage on 2 occasions, just progressively working those knees.
Oh, there's one to the groin again. Unfortunate, but
right at the bell.
No, there should be 3 or 4 seconds left.
Fickett saved by the bell at the end of round number 1.
Over 25 years experience as a full-service restoration and reconstruction company.
Good start here, good action. A great pace in this opening round between Lewis Felix and Drew Fickett. Both fighters really just trying to feel one another out on their feet in that opening round. No takedowns, nothing to speak of yet. But a good job by Lewis Felix. I thought was aggressive early on.
I have to agree. And you know, you see who's in his corner right now, and you're listening to Jorge Rivera tell him what's going on. Seasoned veteran himself.
And of course, to his right is his boxing coach, Vic Bagdon, who worked with amateur standout Anthony Marcella Jr. at the start of his career. So that's where he's getting the boxing tutelage from. He's been working with him for the past 2 years and has called that a blessing in his life.
Oh, you can see it in his hands right now.
Absolutely. You see a big difference from his early fights in his career to where he is now. It's a definite improvement. It's almost night and day. All right, Fickett appears okay. Both fighters actually landing low blows in round number 1. Now round number 2 underway here at Twin River Casino. CES MMA 22, Mike Parenti joined by my broadcast partner Scott Ream, and we are in the main event. Now Fickett gets the early takedown. Felix pops right back up and right back to his feet. And
did a great job right there, yep.
Absolutely. Felix never gave Fickett an opportunity to do any damage on the ground, gets right back to his feet. Back into that stand-up where he's been incredibly comfortable the last few years since working with his new boxing coach. He's made a tremendous impact on the progression of his career.
Well, you can see it. It's his footwork, too. His balance is very good. That's why, that was the main reason why that takedown didn't take effect. His feet were underneath him, and he was able to respond when he saw the shot. Good defense. Fickett lands a really nice single attempt. Lewis doing a good job of fighting it off. Fickett has the leg between the legs, and now he's out.
Felix stuffs that one. Fickett certainly giving it the old college try, trying to get Felix to his back. Bit of a stalemate there, but Felix now turns him around.
He did a great job right there. You see Fickett looking for your jump guard, looking for your guillotine here. Now he's letting it go, but he might try to hold on to that guillotine. Lewis doing a nice job protecting his neck.
Felix doesn't look like in any apparent danger here.
What Felix is doing is he's pressing. He's pressing against the cage. I saw Drew Fickett mouthing something to Kevin, the referee, Kevin McDonald. I was trying to catch it.
Felix trying to pull that left arm down. Now he flips
nice
back
right hand off the break by Felix.
And now toe-to-toe again. Rear leg kick to the midsection by Felix. Just under 3 minutes to go in round number 2.
Oh, that's the fight right there. That was brutal. That was brutal.
Knockout of the night and maybe knockout of the year. Louis Felix with the left kick knocks Drew Fickett out, and that is it. It's all over. What a finish.
That was one of the most brutal head kicks I've ever seen. That was not your foot. That was Louis Felix's shin clean across the neck of Drew Fickett. And that was the first time that Louis threw that head kick from his rear leg. Ridiculous.
Unbelievable finish at CES MMA 22. Louis Felix, third time beating a UFC vet, no doubt the biggest win of his career in the most dramatic fashion, knocking Drew Fickett cold with the rear leg kick to the head.
Absolutely amazing.
That is unbelievable. Felix hops over the cage into the stands to celebrate. Unbelievable finish. And we're going to take a look at it right now. Almost out of nowhere, throws the left hand, and there it is. And he knew it as soon as he landed. Fickett is out cold. Kevin McDonald stops it. Here's another angle. Fickett drops that right hand, and there it is, right to the side of the neck. And that is all she wrote. Louis Felix, in dramatic fashion, the biggest win of his career, knocking out 7-time UFC veteran Drew Fickett here at the main event of CES MMA 22. What a way to finish here at Twin River Casino. That's unbelievable. Fickett never saw it coming, and quite honestly, nobody up here saw it coming either. I don't know if anybody in the crowd saw it coming, but Felix saw something when Fickett dropped that right hand, and he unloaded. And again, without question, the knockout of the night, and quite possibly the knockout of the year. It'll be tough to top that one on any future shows. So Louis Felix gets the win, knocking out Drew Fickett in round number 2 of this scheduled 3-round bout. And here's one more look. Fickett again, a little bit lazy, dropping that right hand, and there it is. Felix went down as he lands the kick. And that's it. And one more time, you see how it lands on the side of the neck. And as Scott Ream pointed out, it wasn't even the foot, it was his shin that landed on the side of the neck. And that's how you score a knockout. We're going to send it down to Rick Provost for the particulars.
At 2 minutes and 29 seconds of round number 2, your winner by knockout, Luis Rockstar Felix.